It's hard work. You do work a lot, and there's not a lot of financial reward with it, but you can have a good living with it. Crop insurance is our foundation in our risk management. Of course, we've had crop insurance now for probably 15 years. We've participated in crop insurance in one form or the other, and I can't imagine running a farm without it. Basically, we know as we go into each year, once we talk to our agent, what we have insured, and we insure our crop at the 50% level. We buy up to fancy on our apples, and we insure up to the 50% level. And that pretty much tells me if I have a freeze, a hailstorm, a drought, or things that happen out here, and it seems lately has happened out here a lot. We've had a lot of hail, that I will be able to make it to the following year. The fruit industry is still pretty much labor intensive. Our labor bills are highest bill. In order to be able to pay people what they're worth and to be able to do what you want, you need to be able to pay your bills at the end of the year. We can have good employees that will be paid well for what they do, and will be able to go into next year in a good financial state so that we can grow the crop for the following year. In the 94-95 crop year, that's the last time we froze out on peaches, and we did have crop insurance at that time, and our production was zero. And we did get a payment on a catastrophic policy at that time, and that enabled us to care for the orchards and get to the following year. Keep in mind, with crop insurance, we don't look at it as something to make money with, or something that you're going to hit the jackpot with. We use it as a risk management tool so that if the devastation does occur, you are able to go to the next year. That's how we use crop insurance, and it works very well for us in that aspect. If somebody was getting into the business and they didn't have a policy, I think that would be one of your first phone calls, because to not have a policy is, at this point, foolish to me. There's so many expenditures you put out into a fruit crop. As with other businesses, there's a lot of expenditures, but with a fruit crop, you're at Mother Nature's mercy. So if you put all that money into the crop, pruning, spraying, mowing, picking, and then you have marked fruit, you're only going to see a fraction of what you would have gotten on the fresh market with it. So I think your number one call should be to an agent. Insure that piece of fruit so that if a devastating circumstance does occur, then you will at least reap some of the benefit you would have had before the disaster would have occurred. I look around and tour the orchardists in our area. Many are putting smaller trees in. Many are changing the way that they harvest their product. That's one change that we're seeing. A lot of trees are not 20 feet anymore. A lot of trees are 10 feet now or lower, so you can pick from the ground. A lot of orchards have direct marketing or pick your own now, which creates a nice cash flow for the farmer, which is good. A lot of us are using newer techniques in producing our crop and storing our apples. We here have put a lot of resources into a packing house and modern cold storages, so we can have fruit available throughout the year. Not only to the supermarkets, but on a local basis. I think with the population of Maryland and the surrounding states, and the way that this area has grown in the last 20 years since I've been in the business, growers need to have a way to reach customers directly. I really think that that's where most of the change is going to occur. That's what we're seeing here. We're surrounded by a lot of new developments, a lot of new shopping centers, and a whole new population of people that are coming in, and they want fresh fruit. So if you can tap into that market, I think that it will really reap benefits.